This video is based on the technical analysis of NASDAQ100, which is also known as USTech, and we find ourselves on the weekly chart at this point in time. And before we get into the actual technical analysis, I just wanted to remind you guys to kindly like and subscribe to the channel if you do indeed like it. And yeah, let's get into the technical analysis. And as I said, we are on the weekly chart, and on the weekly chart we can see that we had actually had this huge double top, or rather double bottom, and at this point in time it has a neckline at that point, and that neckline is also now a very strong level of support at this point in time. And the anticipation at this point in time is for the market from where it is to actually move further down to around this level to give it a test, and where the neckline is where we would look for those potential buying opportunities. At this point, I believe that we are likely going to see the market either from where it is move all the way up to around this level, or move slightly down to retrace a bit and then move further up to around this level. However, myself personally, I would love to see the market actually retrace all the way to this level to test it, which is where we have that neckline of that huge double bottom. And at this point is where I believe that a lot of traders and investors are actually waiting, and at this point they will also be looking to buy, and their first take profit will be around this level over here, which is now a very strong level of resistance at this point in time, as we've had quite a number of rejections at that level, as you guys can see, right? Anyway, as I said, myself personally, I would love to see the market move that down to around this level to give it a test, and at that level I will look for potential buying opportunities, and if I do indeed find any, my take profit will be around this level over here, right? Anyway, what I'm going to do now is just utilize the Fibonacci retracement tool just to see if that neckline of that huge W structure actually aligns with any key numbers that we have on the Fibonacci retracement tool. So just bear with me and let's have a look. And there we go. We can see more or less that the neckline, which is over here, of this huge double bottom or W structure, aligns with, we could say, the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement level. So this means that, as I said guys, should price, or should the market from where it is actually move further down to around where we have that neckline, which is over here, at this neckline is where we should indeed be looking for those potential buying opportunities. That is because, number one, as I said, we have this huge double bottom or W structure. Number two, we have the neckline of that structure. Number three, we have the neckline being broken to the upside. Number four, if it does happen, we would have price come back to the neckline to give it a test. Number five, we would have the neckline align with the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement level, right? So this would then be a good idea to be looking for those potential buying opportunities. Nonetheless, having said that, should the market come to this level from where it is, we're going to look for further reasons for why at this point we should be looking for those potential buying opportunities, right? Anyway, from here what I'm going to do is head down to the daily chart. However, before I do so, I just also want to point out that we have this candlestick over here, and what it is a bullish candlestick which has quite a small body and quite a long upper wick, and where that wick ends or starts at the top, we have a lot of liquidity there. And as you guys know, liquidity is actually money that needs to be triggered by the market. So there's plenty of money trapped at this level, and the markets will always go to where the money is located. Anyway, as I said, let's head down to the smaller time frame, which is the daily chart, and see what's happening, or rather, yeah, the daily chart, see what's happening down there, right? And here we are on the daily chart. Let's just zoom out a bit, and just to recap, remember, on the weekly chart we spoke about how we have this level over here, which is the neckline of this huge W structure, and I said to you guys that should the market from where it is come back to where we have this neckline, right, at this neckline is where we would look for those potential buying opportunities due to the reasons we spoke about earlier, right? And in regards to the daily chart, we can see that we are in an upward trending market, or an upward trajectory, right? And as I said guys, the anticipation at this point in time is still for the market to continue to move further up. But as I said, myself personally, I would love to see the market move further down to around this level, and at this level is where I would look for those potential buying opportunities. Anyway, let's zoom in and see what else is happening in regards to the daily chart. What do we see on the daily chart? The daily chart is actually very much interesting, right? Because on the daily chart, we had a smaller W structure over here, which we spoke about previously, which had also had a neckline more or less at that point. So what this means is that as much as I'm saying that I would love to see price come down to this level to give it a test, which is the neckline of that huge double bottom that I spoke about, it may also happen that price may come back only to this level to give it a test and then only move further up. Why do I say so? That is because we had also had this W structure over here, which has a neckline more or less at that point, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind as we continue, right? Anyway, what else do we see on this chart that we should be paying attention to? Another thing that I also want to point out is that on the H4 chart, we can see that we had this potential M structure over here. We had this potential M structure. Just bear with me, I just want to draw it properly, right? This M structure over here. I hope you guys can see that. And some of you may say that we actually have what seems to be a triple top at that level, due to the fact that we've had around 3 rejections there, and the anticipation, in as far as a lot of traders and investors are concerned, is that the market will move further down, right? But as I said, myself personally, I would love to see the market move further down to around this level, and at this level is where I would look for those potential buying opportunities, as I said, right? But remember, right, in as far as the bigger scheme of things go, I'm just going to go back to the weekly chart, right? I said to you guys that we are likely going to see the market move up to this level, and that is because it's a very strong level of resistance, and we also have a lot of money trapped at that level because we have a candlestick over here, which is a liquidity candlestick.